Hello YouTube, Al here, and this week I want to talk about my SG, and I'm going to be upgrading the pickups and electronics. So this is my Tanglewood SG. I've done a couple of videos on this before. The pickups stock in this are the HDN set from Entwistle, and there's nothing really wrong with them. I quite like them, but they're quite modern sounding. They're neodymium magnet, so they're even more crisp and clear than ceramic. They don't have the chirp of ceramics, but they are very sort of more modern sounding in my opinion, rather than vintage. So I had some irons in the fire and they have in fact come off. So here's a set of PAFs wound for me for my SG by Zombiedust Pickups. I was really impressed with the double cream PAF I got from my Les Paul. So I asked for a nickel set for this guitar. I did pay for them, of course, but I'm not going to say how much I paid. That's up to him. You have to ask him his prices. So anyway, I'm going to put the nickel PAFs. They are nickel covered PAFs because it's going to match the hardware. The bridge is nickel. Sorry, it's Goto. This is still this stock one, which is chrome, because it's still got the old strings on. Now I'm going to be putting the tailpiece on, the Goto one, which matches. The nickel pickups will go in as well, so it'll all be nickel, apart from the studs here and there, but I actually quite like the look of it. Slightly mismatching, just slightly. I kind of like that. So the new pickups are going in. I've also got some CTS 500K, so logarithmic taper, pots that are going in here. I'm leaving the switch because I don't have another switch and this one's fine. I've got a Switchcraft jack, so I've just now, the iron's still hot, I've just wired up the new electronics on a board, on a card board. So I'm going to take all these out, ream the holes ever so slightly, then I can put these in, and I will be putting new pickups in after I've done that. So I'm going to give you a quick blast of how it sounds before. I'm going to be using my JCM 600 by Marshall amplifier. We're going to play some sort of open A, getting Larry sort of chords, and then I'm going to swap the pickups. I may have to film this tomorrow because these are 10 to 46. What I use is 10 to 52. So when I put the new strings on, I'll need to redo the intonation, and the neck's going to be a bit confused as well because there's going to be more tension on it. So I'm going to have to set it up again and leave it to settle probably overnight. But anyway, this will at least be part one. Let's see how this sounds with the HDN set. And yeah, well, here we go. Here we go. Okay, here it is through the Marshall. Still got bloody nectar on. There you go. Strings are a wee bit dull because they are old, but anyway, sod that. Let me do these mods and we'll be back. I'm not going to film myself wiring it all up because it's not really that interesting. Again, I've already wired up all the new pots and the caps outside of the guitar using this as a template, and I shall be taking the strings off, desoldering the pickups, putting the new pickups in the pickup rings. Then I'm going to ream the holes, put the electrics in, feed the pickups through and wire it up, and fingers crossed it should all work. So I'll see you when I've done all that. So the new pickups are in. Ignore the reflections. I've been rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and you know what, it holds up. So yeah, the humbuckers are in, the new electrics are in, and it all works. It's all wired 50s style this time. Same amp settings as before. It is quieter than before, as these pickups are lower output, so I need to set it up. I need to set the pickup heights. These are 10 to 52s that have just gone on. I've filed them out a little bit so they'll stay in tune, but it's still, the guitar sort of because it's a different gauge of string from before, so the whole thing needs to set up. Bear with me, but this is what it sounds, relatively A-B to where it was at the start of the day. Raise this bridge pickup pretty low into the body. Again, I haven't set the pickup heights or anything as yet, not at all. Okay, so it's been a few days and I managed to get in the back of the guitar again, and I had the grounds wired to live instead of ground. So the bare wire should also always go to ground. I don't know why I didn't do that, but for some reason I missed it. Apart from the bridge tone, which annoyingly isn't working at the moment because I just reflowed a load of joints to get things working before I realised. Yeah, one of the joints are a bit dodgy, so there's no tone control on the bridge pickup. But apart from that, it all works and it sounds great. So, yeah, there we go. Let me show you how this thing sounds. So, I think the gain was roughly there on the amp last time. I can't actually remember. And again, I did move it a bit. So, this is what it sounds like anyway. So neck pickup. Pickups. Bridge. Neck. Middle again. So let's do the woman tone thing. So neck volume, neck tone the way down. Some shit like that. Yeah, you get the point. Try the neck low volume blended in with the bridge on full. It's alright. Bridge on its own, and now together. A little bit more girth. Let's turn the neck up a wee bit. There you go, pretty simple. So, these are the Zombiedust PAFs in there, and they sound fantastic. The guitar feels a lot more alive. It feels a lot more responsive. These pickups are a lot lower output than the previous ones, and I find them a lot easier to add gain on because they're kind of smooth, and then they're easy to come back from. They have that PAF kind of honkiness, but kind of hollow in the mids as well. Those I really like. I suppose that's the mismatched coils. Willie said these pickups were left ever so slightly microphonic because that's what the early PAFs were like. And I think these sound chuffing marvellous. Yeah, fantastic. This is already a magic guitar. Really, really resonant. Really resonant. Light. Goes like stink. Just goes like stink, this guitar. So to have some pickups in it that suit it a lot better, although this guitar does attract dust like nobody's business, to have some pickups in it that are a bit lower output, let the guitar breathe a bit more, I'm a lot happier with it. I think this, I think I'd struggle to find an SG that's better than this, to be honest. And I've played a handful, not that many, but I've played a handful, and some of them have been absolutely shite guitars, and some of them have been amazing guitars. So, thank you for watching. That's been the pickup swap. Yeah, look. That's what happens when you properly ground your pickup covers. There you go. You don't get a pop when you touch them. So, there you go. It's sorted. Thanks for watching. Leave any questions down in the comments. I'm not sure the exact spec of these pickups. I just said I need a set of nickel covered PAFs for an SG. 4 conductor, please, so I can add core splitting if I ever want to. And here they are, and by Christ, they sound great. So, thanks for watching. Leave any questions down in the comments, and I'll try to get to them. Until then, I'll see you next week. Oh, one thing I'm going to do on this guitar that annoys me is that the switch tip is black, and I really, really want a cream one because it goes with the binding, it goes with around the outside there. But that's just me being OCD because that's what the old 60s Gibsons had. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next week. So until then, bye. Bye!